Hey guys, I wanted to do a video and kind of see if I can show you what the road noise is like with these Falken AT3 tires, the Falken Wildpeak AT3W that came out last year during the early spring. So I've had these for going on a year and a half now, and I've got about 14,000 miles on them because I haven't really been driving the truck a whole lot. But I'm going to be driving it a whole lot more now because I sold the Mustang, so we're going to be racking up some miles on these things now. With 14,000 miles on them, I've rotated the tires about 3 times. I usually do a cross rotation where the front tires cross and go to the rear, and then the back tires just go straight to the front. They say that's the best way to do it on a 4-wheel drive vehicle. Anyway, going down the road here, 70 miles an hour. Hopefully you can hear this. This is what they sound like. Of course, a lot of that noise is from the exhaust, but I was kind of hoping that you could pick out the tire noise as well. I don't know if you can hear that or not on the phone. Probably is going to depend a little bit on your computer or if you have headphones or not, but anyway, these tires are not real noisy. They're nothing like a mud tire, but with this last rotation that I did, I've noticed that they're starting to pick up a little bit of road noise now. The first 2 rotations, they were really quiet, especially for such an aggressive tire. But this last time I rotated them, started to get a little bit of road noise out of them. Like I mentioned in one of my earlier videos, I do have a leveling kit on this truck. It's a 2013 F-150 pickup. I got a leveling kit on the front, so I did have it aligned, but it's not, you know, once you put a leveling kit on there, even with an alignment, you're not going to be perfectly in spec like you were from the factory setting. So the tires do get a little bit of feathering on them. I try to keep them rotated every 5,000 miles to try to keep that feathering down, but there's going to be a little bit of feathering on them. And I think that might be where some of the noise is coming from, but you know, my experience is that with these aggressive all-terrain tires, I saw this with the Goodyear Duratrack. It was really bad at 10,000 miles. The second time I rotated those, they got really loud, started howling. That's just kind of the way it is once these things get some wear in them and the tread blocks kind of get feathered a little bit, they start to make some noise. But you know, it's not too bad though. I mean, like I said, it's nothing like a mud tire. I've had mud tires before. This is nothing like a mud tire. It's not something that I would call annoying at all, unless you're one of those people that's just not an off-road enthusiast. You just want a really quiet highway tire. If that's the case, then you don't want these. But this is pretty much, you know, on par with other all-terrain tires that are aggressive like this. We're starting to see a lot of tires nowadays that bridge that gap between an all-terrain and a mud terrain, kind of a cross-terrain tire is what they call them a lot of times. Some guys call them a hybrid tire. We're seeing a lot of those hit the market, and this is pretty typical of what you're going to see with that type of tire. It's going to be some road noise. They're not going to be perfectly quiet, but they're not too bad either. So you know, 14,000 miles on these Falkens, they are awesome. The traction just amazes me. I've had just about every all-terrain tire on the market from all the major brands. These have been the best I've ever had so far. The traction is just awesome in the rain, in the snow. They're really rugged. You know, I live out a 3/4 mile gravel road, so I'm driving on gravel all the time. These things are just really, really doing a great job, and I absolutely love them. For the price, you just cannot beat them. Couldn't ask for a better tire for the money. So if you guys are looking for a good set of all-terrain tires for your truck or Jeep, check out the Falken Wildpeak AT3W.